59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl?
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
First down, Allen. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Allen now on first down.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Working with a 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And, Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense seeking his 3rd Super Bowl title. He is no stranger to the big game.
He's not a stranger to it at all. In fact, I think he's very comfortable with the stage that is the Super Bowl. We know it hasn't all been roses for him because he's had his share of disappointments. But just when we write him off, his guys always seem to deliver. And here he is now with a chance to make history and be one of just a handful of coaches with 3 Super Bowl rings. That's impressive.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, how do you stand up when the going gets tough in here?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down, here's Etienne.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Allen gonna go on 4th down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Yeah, he will have a first down here at about the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Allen.
They'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Again, it's Allen. Flushed out. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Now the extra point.
it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll get this off to ETN. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Allen off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's a give to ETN. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen now looks to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jones now on the keeper. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Giants are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action. Now it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne from 6 yards away. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. The final shot before break. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
and I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way, and I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now ETN to start the drive. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, ETN once more. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A handoff for ETN. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On play action, Allen. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Another tote for ETN. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he finds his man, complete. That's Klein.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the ground with Etienne. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Jones on first down, escaping the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man open, it's Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down now, Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards. And the Giants are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Allen's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab.
And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Now Allen.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Allen to throw it.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Waddle.
27 yards.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. This is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Giants tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
2nd and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, great grab by Chase.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Allen looking for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 20.
Back to throw. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
This year, just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.